Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan, and in this video I would like to address a question that I am often asked about our give the place back rule. Without using any names, I have a great clip showing the problems of being overly ready to give a place back after an incident, and then a great example of how to do it properly, but which also then results in another issue, but we'll get to that a little bit later. I host a nightly lobby Monday through Friday from 9 o'clock UK time. We run various cars at various tracks, and the racing is usually very respectful. As you can see in the clip on the screen now, in last night's race we have 4 cars going 4 wide into the notorious first turn chicane at Monza, and because of the respect that we have in our lobbies for each other, all 4 cars go through the chicane with no issues, and one driver even makes a brilliant call to drop to the back and then to make a couple of great overtakes. However, it's not always clean, and bumps and incidents do happen. This is racing after all, but it's not that those things happen, it is how you behave afterwards that sets the tone of our lobbies. Amongst others, we have one golden rule. If you bump someone and you destroy their race by accident or otherwise, you must give the place back and then continue your race with that racer or racers. It addresses so many issues in GT7, and it's how fundamental to everything that we do in our lobbies and in our growing community. So let's look at an example where one of our most respected racers, one of our most respectful racers, backs out after an incident, but unfortunately causes more issues. I must add that I've raced with this guy many times, often wheel to wheel, and with us passing each other time after time again in a single race. He's not a dirty racer, he is up there as one of the most respectful racers. Unfortunately, he got this one a little bit wrong and gave me the perfect example of what not to do. It just happened to be that I was right behind him. So we're on board with the Silver Mini. He's just run me out a little bit wide there, but nothing wrong. But he did get a punt on the green car on the way in, but then he's hit the brakes to respectfully let that car past. But in doing so, he infringed my race. I then had to back out, which then meant the cars behind me were having to take avoiding action. It also meant that I had several cars go past me as well. This isn't sour grapes, it's just an example of when you do hit somebody off and destroy their race, don't just hit the brakes at that moment and be in a rush to give the place back. You do need to think about where you do it. So you can see the silver car comes in, he clearly hits the green one in front. The green one winds up on the gravel. The green one then recovers. Everybody else goes past. They're racing. This person's race is over, but the silver car has waited. He waits for him to go past, picks up the green car, and then those two will then carry on racing, and they'll have their own little race within the race. We've actually got boost on this one, so they're going to catch up quickly. This is it from another angle. This is from my angle. You can see how I had to back out of that one. You can see how everybody then is going around me. If the silver car had carried on, maybe everything would have been a little bit easier and that issue wouldn't have happened. So you can see here that the silver car goes up the inside, does a beautiful move on me, then gets into the back of the green one, gets it a little bit loose on the inside of the curb, puts me over, absolutely fine that, no problem there. As he backs out, I have to hit the brakes to avoid hitting him, and then everybody goes by. So that was the fallout from that particular move. This is it again from another car just slightly back. This is one of the guys that did benefit from this. So we're going through this first corner. It's a bit rough, there's a bit of bumping going on, a little bit of rubbing. Not too much wrong with that. Nobody's race was actually ruined. But obviously when we do get to the corner coming up, the right-hander just after this left, this is where the silver car gets in. The car that we're on board here, you can see what's unfolding. I have to back out, and that car then goes between the two of us. There's another one that goes around the outside of me, and you can see how that sort of just upset the race. So not pointing any fingers, and thank you to the racer of the silver car for highlighting that so nicely for us. But this is how to do it properly. So we're at Deep Forest Raceway, and we're on lap 2 of this particular race. We're on board with this little white Mazda MX-5. We've got the Martini one goes down the inside. There's a green one going through there as well. and another one on the inside. So it's all getting a little bit, not too bad, it's a bit bumpy, a bit of paint swapping, nothing wrong with that. But as we go through the S's, you're going to see that this white car just gets into the back of the white one in front and spins him round. So there's a little touch there, then he gets up the inside, goes around, we've got another one that goes in, and unfortunately the innocent party gets completely spun around, and regretfully he actually race quits. But rather than this white one that we're on board here slowing down immediately through the S's, he's pulled across off the racing line to wait for that other car to come through. He's just speeding up a little bit down here and then slowing up again, just driving very slowly, waiting for the innocent car to catch up, and then they will race together. Unfortunately, unbeknown to this car, the other white car has actually rage quit because he got beaten up so badly. He rage quit, which then unfortunately spoilt it for this car as well. These two cars, the two white Mazdas, the innocent party and the guilty party, did not have the opportunity to race together, and that one incident wrecked both of the racers' races. So as we always say, or as I always say, if you do bump somebody by accident or otherwise, simply give the place back when it is safe to do so. So carry on. When you get to a straight or where you can get off the racing line and out of everybody's way, pull over, wait for the other car, pick them up, and then race together. And then you can have your own little race within a race. It doesn't matter who comes first in a lot of our races. Yes, I do go through first, second and third, but that's not overly important. It's more about having a race yourselves and being respectful. So this video is more for those of you that race with us in our lobbies, but I do hope you found it useful. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up. If you're new around here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the bell for notifications of more videos and streams coming very, very soon. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.